All right, everybody. What's up? Trash Trucker back with another video, y'all. Today on this one here, we're gonna change these out right here. Yep, we're gonna change these out right here. We got some with some LED strip inside them. That's gonna be a marker and a blinker. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are here. We are back with another video. It's been a busy day. Hey, I've been putting hood mirrors on. As y'all can see, we've got drill bits, more drill bits, sockets, tools, washer packs, Bluetooth stereo for music, and of course we have light kits. As I was saying before, from a previous video on the mirrors, they did not have these with clear lenses, but I've got clear lenses ordered from Rainey's. Nobody here in Miami actually has these in clear, the do amber. So I did get a set from Rainey's. They have already shipped. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here till next week, but it's all good. I can still go ahead and hook these up in for now and then worry about them later. So we're going to get these installed. I got them for both sides. Like I say, this beats this here. Y'all know I like lights on a truck. I do love lights on a truck. So, but everything to me is all about clear lens and cosmetic. Clear lens, went to clear lens. This clear lens. Ooh, pardon me. Excuse me, bless me. But like I said, we've got our mirrors mounted. Now it's time to tackle these. So let's get started, y'all. All right, y'all, the first thing you got to do is you got to take the screws out. But guess what, y'all? I've actually already done that, so I just kidding with y'all. On this one here, we already have the screws pulled out. So the old ones come out. Got that, you just set that right there. Whatever you do, this text is just for you. Yes, this text is just for you, y'all. See, and here's our new one that's gonna go in here. Now the new one, luckily, it just snaps in. You don't have to screw it, but you do have to get these clips out. So we'll take our clippies out. Just pull on these bad boys and they eventually come out. Set them down, and then this one will actually just come in and snap right in to the factory holes that are here. See, it lines up there, but we're not going to do this just yet because we have to figure out where I'm going to tie the wiring into. Okay, so we see this right here. If you look right here, you can see it ends right here. We don't want to do that. We actually want to come down close, as far down on the hood as we can right here. So if I'm feel down, I can feel a bolt or screw coming up into the hood right about, let's see, arm length is to here. Oopsie, you dummy. So somewhere about right here. So if we look up, we see that bolt right there. We know right around there somewhere in this area here, there's going to be, it's open cavity, even open on the side here, but we know we want to tie in somewhere in there. So we know that we can dig down in the fender. I can feel it in the fender here. Anywhere down in the fender, we could put a wire. We could drill a hole so we can get the wire through. So let's pop her open. Okay. So as you can see, I got my wires run right here. These run right here. There's my mirrors. mounted. I need to put the thing there that holds them. So that's that one taken care of. But let's see. Doo-dah, doo-dah. We want to get and actually pull these off so we can double check just to see. So we've already got our fitting. It is a 5/16. 5/16 a little bit, so we'll pull these off. Just to make it easier. Set them right there. And here. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 bolts. This whole piece will pick up. You can pull it out. So then you don't have to worry about and fight with this mess here. Fight with trying to be able to see in there to deal with it. This will just make it easier. Let's throw this back up under there. There we go. There. And actually, there we go. We can actually see where you can run the wires through here and get them up here. See my hand wiggling through there? So that is cool, because that's where those, so we can just run the wire, just drop it right through here, and it'll tie in. So then we could tie a wire, because we have one for each side, our left side and our driver's side and our passenger side. So come on, go down there. There we go. Let's pull all the labels down to the bottom, just for spits and giggles. And I always pick my stuff up, so don't even fuss, y'all. Okay, now one thing we want, I'll keep a tester. So is what we can do, we can actually tie in to the markers right here. So we can get our wires, tie them into the plug here. Now I actually have some connectors that'll be here tomorrow, where all I have to do is pinch them down and they'll crimp in, and then crimp the other connectors into it, and it locks in, so I don't have to cut any of this factory wire. But you know, I may do it anyway, just, you know, just for the sake of having it done, because it's not that big of a deal, because I can always tap in. I will use solder heat shrink for these right here. Okay, now I'm going to assume that the white's going to be a ground, one's going to be a marker, and then one is going to be the hot. So, way to tell. Since I am going to solder heat shrink these back together, I guess I'll go ahead and cut them. But we already know that's a blinker and a thing, so we're going to give it a snip, snip. 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 And snip. Now one thing I will do, I've got another set of lights like that that's going to come down here the bumper, so I will run, I'll tie into this one, I'll tie another one going up to that, and then I will tie a third one long enough to run down here. I have wire loom coming tomorrow too, and have it run down around to here. So I need to get a wire long enough that's going to come down, and run to here and tie in. So we will do that, y'all. So stay with me, I'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. So we've got us a light tester, we have our wire, we have us some Good old solder heat shrinks. Now one thing we can do, we'll go ahead, we'll strip this one because I'm gonna, you know what, we can test it like this. We know the bumper's always ground, y'all. Okay, we'll start with the yellow wires right here. Now, don't do the light in because there's no power coming from that. Power's coming from your harness. So let's check this yellow one first. And as y'all can see, the light is lit red and it's solid. Now we go to this yellow one here. Y'all see its blinker, so we know that middle one is the blinker. So middle's blinker, so we do know this is the ground. This is the blinker. This one's the marker. So we know that. And hopefully I did this right. Hopefully I didn't mix these up. So let's spread these out just to make sure. So we'll go ahead and strip. Come on, let's strip. Buddy, they good and tight. Do 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 do. Set that one there. Set that one there. We'll move that one over to there. Okay, now on your lights, if you're unsure on your light which one is which, there is a way to tell, because the blinker is always going to be your brighter light. So you hook your ground together. Now we test this. You just push this because we know this one is the marker, solid. So okay, we see that's pretty freaking bright right there in the middle. Now we come to this end one. As y'all can see, that's not as bright. That one's really bright. That one's not so bright. So it is as it is. We know this one's marker. So it's just like this. So I didn't confuse them. I didn't get them messed up. I didn't get them in any kind of funky order. We do know this is the way they need to go. Okay, now I keep a 250-foot roll of this Grand Central three-wire wire on my truck. Of course, this came out to Coronado where I had a lot more room for everything, so everything's getting a little freaking twisted up here in this truck. Yeah, it's kind of in the freaking way if you ask me. But okay, here we go. Now we'll run this. This is something I recommend every driver have on his truck, or one of these where you can go fishing for things. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to pull this from inside here. We're going to push this up. Now as y'all can see, we're right here. Actually, let's see if we can send it from this side. It may not get up there. It may. Let's see, is it? All right, everybody. And as you can see, I got it through. I was able to finally reach it through here. So then we get that bad boy in there. We lock it in. And we slowly pull it through so you don't lose it. There we go. So we know I've got wire loom coming, so we know it's gonna come to here, so we're good to go. We're gonna give it extra slack so that we can change out the wire, because I'm just gonna wire and tape this in for now because I've got connectors and everything else that'll come that haven't gotten here yet. So, you know, always want to give spare. Always want to give yourself extra freaking wire. So let's pull it all the way up to here. That way you've got plenty of spare wire. So you'll basically have, you know, if it's connected up to here, you've got this much overhang of spare wire. Because if you ever change stuff out, something happens, you need to cut wires, you need to shorten them. If something ever happens, you want to make sure you have spare. So now we just mark that. YouTube notification. Now we can cut that bad boy like that. Pull that bad boy like so. Get our strippers. Like I say, y'all, I've got wire connectors and everything else coming tomorrow, but hey, before it rains, because it down here in Miami, hey, it's a crapshoot when it comes to freaking rain. It can rain any freaking minute. So it's best to, you know, be ahead of the game. We'll get our electrical tape here. Set that there. This just isn't enough stripping for me, so we'll strip some more. Strip some more. Strip more. Now on these, your black are always your marker. Some use black as a ground. Some use white. Usually if it's a white and a black wire, your white will be your ground and your black will be your constant hot. So that's the way I wire my stuff, because that's the way these lights are. And generally red is going to be your blinker or auxiliary, like if you have a dual revolution light. If it's a yellow and a red wire, a black, red and yellow, or a white, red and yellow, usually on those, your red is still your blinker, your green is your constant hot, and your white or your black is your ground. So just in the meantime, we're just going to duct tape, electrical tape these up. They basically only have to last one day, then I can pull these out, because all these do, the clips will just come right out, and then I can freaking put the connectors in. Because with these lights like that, I want to make it so that I can quick disconnect them at any freaking time. Like if this light goes out, I can change this light. So I want to make sure I've got ends on there that I can pull off and just change without having to freaking, you know, go through all the hassle and the headache of everything else. So I've got some quick disconnect plugs that I'll actually use, because this didn't come with the pigtail type plugs. Did not come with those, so we're not going to use them. Okay, and actually we're going to get, let's see, I don't like the wires showing like that, so even for a day I'm just going to do this right here, just so it's not as noticeable, if you know what I mean. Because y'all know Trex Trucker is all about cosmetically clean lines. So now that black won't be as easy to see. Running in there, and then when I get the other light out tomorrow, then we'll work on that. But then as all this does, you just drop that back down in there like that. This will line up in the hole. Snap, snap. Oh, come on, get in there. Snap, snap, and she's in just like that. Okay, now we can actually somewhat test this out if we'd like. Let's go ahead and strip this. Okay, we'll put our white. White with the white. That will actually, well, let's do this here. Let's do them like this. Otherwise, they're not going to stay too well. Then we'll hold the blinker. Well, I don't see squat, to be honest. Okay. Okay, there she is. She's blinking. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just couldn't see it. From here, it didn't look like it was on. But straight in front of it, yes, you can see the markers on. And now when I connect the blinker, see the marker? Now you can see the blinker. So think of that, that's gonna be a clear lens. That'll look so smooth. It'll look almost like the factory. Once it's a clear lens, it'll blend in better than that ugly amber lens sticking out, which is an eyesore. It'll just look so much more clean with that freaking clear lens. And then it blinking, yes. So that's one of them, y'all. But yeah, we're still gotta, okay. Now, before we tie in the other stuff, which, man, I hate this. But this wire is like this. Because I really need to be able to pull it from here. It's getting junked up in all this other entanglement stuff. Okay. We're going to need, so we can tie all of our mirrors, our breather light and all this in, we need a wire that's going to run. So it's going to run from right here because I'm tying a set of lights right here. So we're going to take this, run this through there because that'll be like a holding point. We're going to run it up through here. We're going to run it up through there. And then for spits and giggles, we're going to run it up, all right, through here. So we know I need more wire. Oh, look at there. She is not wanting to come out. One day I'm gonna have to fix all this. Okay, pull it. Like I say, I've got wire loom coming, so it'll be wire loomed up through. The wire loom all through here and up to here. Okay, so we're good with this right here. We're gonna give it a little extra. We're good through there. It'll wire loom through here. We'll tie wrap it here, wire loom it all through here, so we know right here we're good to go, so we can cut it right here, and this will give us all the extra wire that we need. Okay. So now we get this, do some scripting, and yes, I'm throwing on the ground, but just like at my truck parking lot, I always pick up all my pieces. That is one thing I've always done. I pick up my pieces because I don't want to leave stuff laying around, because it's a good way to get people where they don't want to lay around. Okay, so front turn signal, so we know that's a turn signal, which is red. These ain't long enough for my taste. Let's go a little longer. Okay, on this red is marker, so see the red on this is actually opposite. So yeah, I guess the other one, it is green or yellow is the blinker. Okay, So yellow is turn signal. So on here, red is turn signal. So we put these together. Okay, then we're gonna put turn signal, turn signal. This one is the turn signal. So we'll put these together. Marker, marker. Red is marker over here. So we'll run these together. So those three will run together, then we'll get all of our grounds here. We'll run our grounds together. Okay, then we'll do these together. Ground. Red is blinker. Okay, yeah, red is blinker. Black is marker. Okay, now for giggles, since this is wired in, this is the power end, we're gonna plug our mirrors in just to see what our mirrors are doing. Line the mirrors up. And as y'all can see, sequential blinks. So that's kind of cool. I like that. What y'all think? So okay, y'all, this is how she runs. So yeah, we're gonna get some solder heat shrink connectors. We're gonna heat shrink these together. Then we'll duct or electrical tape everything up, and then we'll start on the other side, y'all. But this is how you tie these lights in, y'all. Y'all saw them here when I put them together. Let's see, come on, get it there. I'm trying to get them together, y'all. Blinker. So this is how we work them, y'all. Anyway, we hope everybody has a good, safe, blessed day, and we will see y'all in the next video, y'all. Peace out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard,